Hey everybody, it's Mr. Greg here from the Kindergarten Smorgasbord. I'm super excited to be linking up with my friends Angie from Lucky Little Learners and Ashley from Schrader's Shenanigans in Second for their awesome new Linky Party. Together we are better. We all know, and you've all heard me talk about this, is that we cannot do what we do without the support of other teachers. That's one of the things I love about doing my YouTube videos and my blog and being on social media, is that we all get to come together and share ideas and support each other and help each other become better teachers so we can reach our students and make their days better. Because at the end of the day, it's really all about our kids. So I'm super excited that we're linking up today and talking about schedules. I get asked this question a lot. People want to know, how do you fit it all in? What's your day like? What does it look like in your classroom? First of all, my school is what we call an enhanced option school. We have 8 of those in our district. They came about several years ago from a lawsuit. I will spare you the boring details of the lawsuit. But basically it means we have an extended day. So I have an extra hour in my classroom with my kids. So our day is from 7:30 to 3:45. And that's with kids. Kids come at 7:30, we dismiss at 3:45. So here's kind of what our day looks like. 7:30, we start breakfast in the classroom. The kids trickle in, they'll eat their breakfast, after they eat breakfast, they'll work in their journals. So 7:30 until 8 o'clock is our arrival. So they come in, they eat breakfast, we make sure they move their picture on the smartboard to take their attendance. We do our morning journals, so it's a notebook, they write their name, the date, they draw a picture, and they write a sentence. And that's something that's the same every morning, so it's very independent for them, it's very successful for them, and doesn't require anything from me. That is one of the biggest keys to the success of our classroom management, because they're so independent, it's so calm and smooth in the mornings that really sets the tone for the whole day. After they finish their journal, they read quietly. At 8 o'clock, we have our morning announcements. We start morning meeting. Morning meeting lasts until about 8:15 or 8:20. From 8:20 until 8:30 or so, we sing. Then from 8:30 until about 10 o'clock is our literacy block. It's a 90-minute uninterrupted literacy block. For the first 30 minutes, we do our whole group morning literacy routine. We start with changing our name. So it's based on the day. So if it's Monday, we change our name to So Jamie would become Mamie. So everybody does that. Then we do a quick phonics lesson or phonemic awareness lesson, sometimes both. We do our letter sound chart, and now we're doing our blends chart. So basically we're just going through the chart saying the letters and sounds or the blends and their sounds. We do our sight word routine, which varies, from day to day. There's a different part of the routine that we're doing, and that's on my blog if you're interested. It's called Sight Word 60. After the sight words, we have our poem, and we read the same poem every day for the week, which is great for fluency. Then we read an emergent reader, same emergent reader for the week, and again, it's building fluency. And the emergent reader and the poem are usually tied into our theme or a topic or a holiday that we're studying. After that, we'll do phonics, phonemic awareness. Then we'll have our read aloud and our comprehension activity. All of that takes about 30 minutes or so. Mondays it takes a little bit longer because there's more to do, and Friday it's really close to that 30 minutes because with the poem and the emergent reader they're really fluent, so it's not taking as long. Then we have so that takes us up until about 9 o'clock. So then from about 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock is guided reading, centers, or as we call them, hippopotamuses, because we're not allowed to call them centers anymore. So we call them hippopotamuses. And one-on-one instruction. So that lasts until about 10 o'clock. From 10 to 11, our specials, so music, art, PE, computer lab. From 11 to 12 is our writing block. At the beginning of writing block, we do our word study, which is differentiated, so I have 3 groups who are doing their own word study. And then we do writer's workshop. So we'll do a quick mini lesson, 10, 15 minutes. Then they go off and write independently. As they're starting their writing, I'm going around quickly chatting with them about their writing. Then they're just writing independently. When they finish with their writing, they bring it to me, and I conference with them one-on-one. At 12 o'clock, we go to lunch. Lunch is 12 to 12:30. Then 12:30 to 1 is recess. Then 1 to 2:30 is math. We start with singing, so we'll sing a couple of math songs. Then we have our calendar. Then we'll do our mini lesson. Then we move into small groups and centers, hippopotamuses, and math. So it kind of follows that same model as the morning in the literacy, but it's just math. So, and then 2:30 until about 3:15 is science, social studies, art. Also have a couple of kids pulled out at that time because that's also our RTI block. And then 3:15 until is our afternoon meeting. So we come back together. Everybody shares one thing that they learned that day. We tell each other goodbye, and then we start to pack up at about 3:30 or so. So 3:30 we'll start some Go Noodle. The kids will color their calendar and get packed up. And by about 3:35 or so, we're headed down for dismissal. So that's pretty much our day. Like I said, it's 8 hours, so we have that extra hour built in, which gives us a lot of extra time, so we get a lot more done. But it makes for a long day. We are very exhausted at the end of the day, especially early in the school year. So that's my day. That's our schedule. So that's how I fit it all in. We stay busy all day, and then of course we have that extra hour, which if they took it away, I'd probably be very sad because I wouldn't be able to do as much as I do. So thank you to Angie and Ashley for asking me to link up, and I could not agree more with them. Together, we are definitely better. If you have questions, hit me up. You know my email. You can hit me up on the blog, social media. So if you have any questions about my schedule, let me know. Thanks, guys.